Spinning. There we go.
The broadcast is alive.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Right out the gate, I want to show you the most adorable thing ever. Before we do anything at all.
Show me.
I'm about to share my screen, and you're going to see the most adorable thing ever. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I didn't even know this was coming.
That is a picture of Winnie the dog watching our video from, I don't know, a couple weeks back. I can tell it was a couple weeks because I was in South Carolina. That is Nancy Bergner's dog, Winnie, enjoying our show.
If you're listening, Winnie, we love you, Winnie.
Is that not the cutest thing that you ever did see? Is it?
You're gonna follow it up with Psaki, aren't you? You're gonna follow it up.
I am, but I'm going to give a little bit of a break first because I want to make sure.
Look what's happening. Look what's happening. I said,
see, Astrid's like, I saw that.
Astrid's like, I saw Winnie and I wanted to say hi to Winnie. Good morning. Hello to Winnie. Look at her. Now she's sitting back. She has to sit back down again, but she was like, I saw her. I think we should be friends. Anyway, sorry about that. She got up, Winnie.
So cute.
It's all because of you. That's so sweet. So sweet.
I know. I just love it. Okay, before we get to Psaki crying, which of course I am taking a little too much pleasure out of, right? Like the fact that, first of all, I had no idea that she had emotion, like that she could actually show emotion. Shocker to me. We'll get to that in a second. But first, you guys, I have ordered from fastgrowingtrees.com/chicks a lilac tree. And I haven't planted it yet, but I'm super stoked about it. It's been too cold here. The weather here has been so borked.
Yeah.
But I think this weekend it's going to be like 80. And so I'm finally going to plant a lilac tree in front of the little brick wall that's in front of my front patio. And I'm so excited. And I'm super hoping that it blooms into all the glorious flowers.
And it smells amazing. Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
It's the smell. I will tell you, I kill everything, you guys. I kill every single plant that is I have so many fake plants at my house. Like I'll do a video for the insiders and the locals folks and show you, like, because I know I'm overdue to do that. But everything's fake, everything. Except for I do have a couple that are like, my little trees, my little like fast growing trees that I have in there. 2 of them at the cabin are rose bushes that I bought. And I'm like, I will never be able to keep these alive. These are going to die like immediately. I bought them, like 6 months ago? We talked about this.
At least.
I bought them.
Probably 6
They
or 9.
are blue. I forgot I had them. They are blooming right now. Like, it's crazy. I was like, holy crap, there's roses on them.
Yeah.
What's even happening? So yeah, I was pretty excited. I saw them yesterday because my mom is here and she's in the cabin. I was like, oh yeah, I got rose bushes, Mom. Look at that.
I'm taking care of
them. They're
them.
alive. Look at that. Boom. I'm an adult. Look at me adulting. What's up? Yeah.
Well, and the thing about fastgrowingtrees.com is that I don't know about you, but I'm like a loser I know we're both losers when it comes to plants. We have no idea what we're doing. But because of that, I don't like to go to plant places and have to ask questions and feel really stupid about it. So fastgrowingtrees.com/chicks, when you go there, it's like piles of information and they're available 24/7. They've got support where you can talk to them about like what will grow best in your area, in your weather. I mean, all of that stuff. So it's so helpful for people who have no idea what they're doing, but also if you know what you're doing, you're going to be amazed at the selection at fastgrowingtrees.com. They have so many things. And if you go to our landing page, fastgrowingtrees.com/chicks, 15% off of your whole order. So stock up on all the plants, bushes, trees you want, indoor or outdoor right now, because there's the discount for you to do just that. Okay. Before we get to Psaki, I also, because I'm sure people have noticed that once again, it is a no shower day for me. But my husband was like, have you just like given up completely? Like, have you just...
Yes.
He asked me this morning.
Yes, I have. Do you have a problem with that?
I want to show you the bottom half of what I have on right now. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna. So these are the leggings. Okay. So they totally don't match anything I have on.
Are those your space cat? Do you have
No,
your
no.
Space Cat sweatshirt?
No,
Okay.
it's just
What are
a
they?
plain sweater. But wait, are you ready for the socks and slipper combination?
Oh yeah, that's hot. That is hot right there.
Look at all the patterns I have going on right now.
So hot, you guys. That
Thanks.
is really, really
I just
good.
could not be
Listen,
bothered.
the only reason that I wear jeans like every single day is because I have to leave the house. I have to leave the house here at 7 o'clock every morning to go take my kid to school. And there is a chance that I have to get out of the car to get gas or do whatever. And so that's the only reason that I actually put
That
pants
would
on.
not stop me from wearing exactly this outfit.
Otherwise I would be pantless. I would just be pantless all the time, you know?
Ron
What's
always
the
gets
point?
mad at me because I wear pajamas to go and do things out in the world. And he's always like, you cannot wear those pajama pants out to get gas. And I'm like, but like,
You're like, why not?
why though? Because if somebody sees me, that's literally the worst case scenario. And so what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, why? What is like? Why not? Yeah, I mean, just go to any Walmart and you're going to be like, those are my people.
Right.
I'm with my people.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
That's exactly right. Okay, let me make sure that when I do, I'm gonna share this, but then I need to make sure I'm gonna stop it and then I'm gonna share my screen because you guys, this isn't a video, it's actually audio of Jen Psaki because you know how sometimes she does the pressers and she's on a plane and so there's no actual cameras, it's just sound. So this particular clip is of her crying. And I shouldn't like listening to that, but I'm not a good person. And so I do like listening to it. and you know why? Because the thing that she's crying about is so stupid
Right.
that it makes me mad that she hasn't cried about other stuff that's way worse.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's the point. That's the point of this. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so here is what she's crying about.
The political games and harsh and cruel attempts at laws that we're seeing in some states like Florida, that is not a reflection of the country moving to oppose LGBTQ plus communities. That is not what we see in data. That is not factual. And that is not where things stand. This is a political wedge issue and an attempt to win a culture war. And they're doing that in a way that is harsh and cruel to a community of kids, especially. I'm like going to get emotional about this issue because it's horrible. But you know, it's like kids who are bullied, and like all these leaders are taking steps to hurt them and hurt their lives and hurt their families. And you look at some of these laws in these states, and it is going after parents who are in loving relationships who have kids. It's completely outrageous. Sorry. This is an issue that makes me completely crazy, but it is an issue that is a political wedge issue. It is not a reflection of where the country is.
That's what she's crying about.
So, does she ever cry about the kids who are killed by all the fentanyl that pours across this border? What about those kids? What about the parents that have lost their children to fentanyl because of the policies of this the administration that she gets up on a podium and spews about, and she gets snarky over that issue? Never once have I seen an emotion or a tear come out of her eye over that issue. And the kids who have died at the hands of this administration. She ever cry about that, Jen?
No, she didn't.
No.
She didn't
No
cry
tears over that.
about the 13 Marines that they left behind and who were killed in Afghanistan. She didn't cry about like a whole big bunch of serious, awful, terrible things. But because she's worried about kindergartnners not learning about gender identity, this is what brings her to tears. I can't.
Like, there's something seriously wrong with her. Like that shows like you have a mental disorder. If you're crying about that and not crying about all these other things, there's something wrong with you. Liberalism is a mental disorder.
I like listening to her cry. It's why I enjoy that clip. And I'm not gonna say that I listened to it several times, but I'm not gonna not say that either. Because I did.
And I'm curious. Like, we never saw a video of it. Are we sure she was really crying? Are we sure?
It's a great question because I was surprised that she was able to show emotion. I did not think she had it in her. So
yeah, because I'm still not convinced that she's not a robot. I'm still not convinced. I don't know.
Anyway, that happened. Also, just in case you had forgotten that this country, our society, our culture constantly rewards terrible behavior. The Cash Me Outside girl just bought a $6 million mansion in Florida with
I can't.
cash.
Oh my God.
So,
I can't.
that happened.
Wow. All right. I have nothing. I have nothing to say about that. I have just nothing to say. It's just my heart. It hurts my heart.
Right? I was going to just say that, like that thing.
It does. It hurts my heart. Who's giving? We just need to move on. I can't
Okay.
talk about that.
All right. Well, then I will show you what happened to Lori Lightfoot, Beetlejuice herself, in her press conference yesterday. Michelle, Missy Jean, thank you for that super sticker. So Lori Lightfoot because she's going to be running for re-election inexplicably of Chicago, where
she's done such a great job. Such a great job she's done. I mean,
the worst.
Yeah.
The worst of the worst.
Yeah.
She's planning to run again. And so a reporter was giving her a bit of a hard time about the results that she has not achieved in Chicago. Listen to this.
Mayor Lightfoot, every time you have a press conference, you say crime is down. The economy is booming.
Well, that's not true, but get your question, sir.
Across the street, we had a police officer on duty, the victim of a hit and run. We have Michigan Avenue, the magnificent miles now referred to as the Mile of Fear. The Water Tower Place has thrown the keys back to the lender. They say they don't want to be in Chicago anymore.
Oh my God.
Real Chicagoans are asking me, how could you possibly even consider running for re-election as mayor of the city of Chicago after all the harm you've caused?
Well, I disagree with you fundamentally. And I don't think I need to address and dignify your comments 1 second further. Next question.
I have a follow-up question regarding the mayor's race. You have a few possible challengers. Cam Buckner just got charged or possibly convicted of his second DUI. You have John Catanzaro, who couldn't even hold on to his own police badge. You have, my God, who else? Willie Wilson, who endorsed you when you ran. You have...
Do you have a question, sir?
Yes, Ray Lopez, who says he's going to make history as the first gay Hispanic. Of all of these challengers, who do you see as your greatest challenge?
I am not focused on any of the other people who are saying that they're running for mayor. What I'm focused on a day-to-day basis is doing my job, doing the job that people elected me to do.
Rufus Williams.
What a complete pathetic loser she is. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to answer any of your questions. She's an unbelievable politician. That's exactly what she is. She just skirts around every single question that he asks, and she doesn't answer any of them, and she's not doing her job. And you know what? I would not be surprised if she is reelected, because people are that dumb.
Well, and it sounds like the choices are pretty awful, right?
Yeah, they are awful. God.
Yikes. What is going on in Chicago?
Just misery. That's what's going on in Chicago. I used to live there, and I just think, God, the Magnificent Mile and Water Tower and all of it. I remember being able to walk around, and listen, it's not like I didn't watch. I always had my head on the swivel, because you're in a downtown area, right? No matter what. I mean, I've always been like that anyway. But still, I never felt like I was going to get murdered like all the time. I mean, I lived as a single woman in Chicago for a year of my life, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I could not say that today. And what a shame that is. It's an absolute shame. I saw families. I saw people with little kids with strollers walking around downtown Chicago. I just don't think that I know that you can't do that today. What a shame. And it's her fault. I mean, it's partially her fault.
I mean, she's not done jack to help anything in that city. Nothing. Absolutely
unbelievable.
Nothing. Meanwhile, the leaders that are actually doing a good job, like Governor DeSantis, doesn't matter that they're doing fantastic things for their states. People like Joy Reid are going to rip on them and call them extremists That's
Oh
what
my
she
God.
calls him. Listen to this.
My absolute nightmare, because people like DeSantis, people like this judge, they are extremists. And I worry that the next thing is measles or Ebola or some other godforsaken, some other virus breaks out and they say absolutism. We don't want any protection. The government can't do anything to protect anyone from anything. And then they're on a plane with us.
I mean,
that chick on the right, she's like, yeah, Reid. He's a total racist. He's a racist, right? Yeah. Please have me on again. I'm just gonna, yeah. God, these people are such sheep. Total sheep.
well,
all of
and
them.
for them to say that DeSantis and the judge that struck down the mask mandate are absolutists. Listen, I think everybody played the game long enough that you don't get to call us absolutists. We went along with a whole bunch of shit for a long, long time.
Yeah, we did.
And then
we
that
did.
time had to come to an end sometime, and finally it did.
Yeah.
And now, so they don't get to be like absolutists. Come on, everybody, no one knew what to do. Everybody tried everything. The masks didn't work. We know this now. So why do we still have to play the game? I mean, enough already.
And you're absolutely right. We did do that. And they kept moving the goalposts.
Yep.
And so, and then people on that side were like, you know what? We're on to you. And this is just not smart. And we're following your rules, and your rules keep changing. And then we obviously know that it's about a power thing and it's not about a science thing. I mean, anybody with half a brainstem can see that it's like, that it's not about the science. It was never about the science. It just wasn't. And so absolutists and extremists. I mean, to use those words, it's just so stupid. I know, right? I'm surprised she didn't say racist. I'm surprised she didn't say racist or fascist, because she just loves those words so much. She just throws them around. God.
Well, and yesterday we talked about the fact that, so many people on the left were like losing their absolute minds over the fact that the judge was 35 when she made the decision to strike down that mandate, as if that has anything to do with anything. And so there's another clip of Joy where she's freaking out about this judge's age. Look at this.
You're in a tube where I feel like people cough more when they get on there. They get on the flight and everybody's hacking up a lung. And now people are like, yay, whipping off the masks. And, to the point that Sarah made, I think is absolutely correct. If I got on that flight and all of a sudden there was an announcement mid-flight, I can't get off the plane. And now because this judge, who was rated unqualified, like she was an intern like 6 years ago, now she's a federal judge. She got on at 33 years of age, Trump's youngest and probably worst appointment. She basically is one of those people who's tired of wearing a mask and ruled as such. I don't see anything in just the reading through what she says. This is part of her ruling. This is her genius ruling. Wearing a mask cleans nothing. The mask's only about cleaning. At most, it traps virus droplets, but it neither sanitizes the person wearing the mask nor sanitizes the conveyance. This is a lady who's never tried a case in court. Her only trial experience was as an intern when she was in college. The ABA said she's not. For her to by herself be able to say no mask mandate to me is outrageous. Your thoughts?
She's big mad, man. She's big mad.
I mean, they are in love with their masks. They're in love with it. They're in love with the regulations. They're in love with the rules. They're so attached to it. Over the past 2 years, that whole group of people, it really is. It's like it's a cult. I mean, they love it. They're so attached. And so it makes them feel so safe, and now that whole level of safety has just been like ripped away from them. And they can't deal. It's like they're just freaking out over it.
There's so many of them too who are asking for separate flights for people who want to wear masks. So they're now asking for like mask only flights.
Okay. You know what we should do? Give them a separate country. That's what we should do. I've been asking for that for years. Just give all of them a separate. Just let's get a divorce. I'm so tired of these people. I'm just tired of it. Give them a separate country. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
I'm down. I'm totally down.
Me too.
You guys, I think it was last week that finally I had seen so many comments and questions about the free Get Upside app that I finally just had to write a big, giant post about it. And hopefully, if you haven't checked that out, if you go to our website and just do a search on Get Upside, you'll see it. But if you are one of the straggler holdouts that for some reason has not downloaded a free app that gives you money every time that you buy gas, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what else I can say. Go look at the post. You'll see the answers to every possible concern or question you have about safety, about privacy, about whether or not it's a scam, about how Get Upside makes their money. All of it. All of it is so easily explainable. It is the best app ever. I love every time I go to the gas station that I know I'm going to get a few bucks back, and I can use that on a gift card. I can use that to get deposited right into my bank account if I want. It is a no-brainer, and plus you save on potential restaurants in your area as well. You may discover some new restaurants in your area that are participating with Get Upside. Just try it. And if you do that, if you just try it, if you download the free Get Upside app and use code CHICKS, your promo code CHICKS on your first fill up, you're going to get at least 25 cents per gallon cash back just for trying it. So you might as well just try it. I don't even know what else I can say to convince people that there is no downside to the Get Upside app. Get it. Try it.
And also make sure that you are subscribed to our daily podcast, you guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you click the little button, subscribe, and then tell your friends. Tell your friends about this podcast. Share the love.
Our deep dive that's coming out today. And so if you have that right in your tool belt, you'll be able to listen to us. What are we doing on?
We talked about taxes and all my rage about all the things that the U.S. government is wasting your money on. You guys need to check that out. There's some crazy stuff in there. My dog is hold on one second. I'm listening to you. I'm still here and I'm talking.
Well, that's okay because I need to thank Julie Wolf for the super sticker. She says, yes, it is totally worth it. Got $3 back on a purchase yesterday. Cha-ching. That's what Julie said. That's damn right, Julie.
And Bush's chicken in the Waco area. Guys, you get a lot back from Bush's chicken. Just saying. It's good stuff. Fried chicken.
Really?
Who doesn't love fried chicken?
Okay.
Bush's chicken. Mm-hmm.
By the way, I never told you that I finally went to a Bucky's on our drive back from South Carolina. We went to a Bucky's.
Did you love it?
Oh my God, it's overwhelming.
I know. Oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny you say that because my mom, I picked her up from the airport yesterday. I haven't seen my mom in almost a year, you guys. It's been forever, but we wanted to make sure we had everything ready here. She's in the cabin right now, probably snoozing. She'll watch this later. First stop was Bucky's. I was like, Mom, are you ready for this? We come up over the hill. There's a giant Bucky's head. I'm like, oh. And then she was just like, oh my God, this place.
It's out of control.
It'll change your life.
Oh my God. That place is out of control. Out of control.
It's the greatest place ever.
Okay. You guys, back in the day when Daisy and I did radio, we had an opportunity to talk with Bill O'Reilly at some point, I think about a book that he had coming out at the time. So we talked to him about that and about other stuff, and it was fine. But Bill,
it was like killing somebody. It was killing somebody.
Yeah, it was killing somebody. That's right. It's part of his killing series.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But he has a temper. And there's plenty of stories. There's lots of video evidence of said temper. He lost that temper yesterday, apparently, and it was caught on film by another airline passenger. Bill O'Reilly was apparently upset because his flight on JetBlue was delayed by a few hours, which sometimes happens. And he decided to take it out on a flight attendant who, of course, could not possibly have been responsible for whatever the cause of the delay was. But Bill O'Reilly let this guy have it. Hopefully, you'll be able to make some of it out because, of course, it is just a phone recording. Here it is.
It's Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly on Fox 5. I want to see a manager.
No, what you're going to do is 3 hours late now. No. You're going to find out. You're looking at a warm in the water. You're threatening me with violence. No, I'm not. You wouldn't have won. I dare you. Is that what you said? sit there and watch them you don't. You can't get that information. You're going to lose your job. More than you need. Okay?
Why are people like this? Why? Why are they like this? Why? And he knows that people are looking. He knows that people are probably filming it. Why are people like this? Why do they do that?
I don't know.
I mean, listen, everybody's late. You're not the only person. You're not special. Seriously, you're not special because you've like written books about killing people, you know? And you were on Fox. I mean, listen, we've interviewed him. I'm sure he's like, and he seemed okay. I just, don't be a dick. You know?
Right. I mean, that's really the bottom line.
Right. Just nobody.
He was dropping some F-bombs at that guy.
Right.
He was like pointing, he was saying, you're going to lose your job. I mean, really?
Really? It's not cool to do that. And most of us who are normal people worked in some sort of customer service job. And those jobs are not easy. They're not always fun. Like, you know, I've been a waitress. We've worked retail. Like, it's like that. They're not always easy. People can be mean, you know, you try to be like, have a nice day. And people are like, screw you. And that you're like, wah, 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 wah. And it's like, can you just not be mean to people? And like you said, it wasn't that guy's fault that his flight was late.
Right, exactly. And it didn't look like that guy was, I couldn't hear what that guy was saying, but it didn't look like he was being particularly animated. He was probably just trying to explain, you know, whatever the issue was that was causing the delay. And maybe he didn't know. And that's why Bill was like, well, you're going to effing find out. You know, I mean, like, there's just no reason for that. So
anyway, they do it, pull a John Candy or, you know, whatever, and do the planes, trains, and automobiles thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like, I just don't understand why people have to be awful like that.
I know.
Yeah.
This next clip of Joe Biden from a speech that he gave yesterday is gonna blow your mind. It's only 15 seconds. But he, at the end of this little tiny 15-second clip, he wants you to know that he doesn't think you should make a lot of money when you're a public servant.
Oh,
so,
really?
There it is.
I had the great pleasure of being enlisted as the poorest man in Congress for 36 years. I still had making a hell of a lot more money than anybody else because I was getting a senator's salary. No kidding. I didn't think you should make money while you're in office. But anyway.
Really? You didn't think you should make money while you were in office?
Okay. He just thinks that like Hunter should make money and his wife should make money and everybody else in his family should make money, but he shouldn't make any money. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that what he thinks?
World.
Okay. It doesn't.
He
has no idea where
the guy though.
No idea. Right. Can you come over and fix my blinds and fix all my stuff, Hunter? We're going to go ahead and get you some nice deals in Ukraine, set you up because daddy doesn't want to make any money, but we want to make sure everybody else is set up so we can be completely loaded. What the hell? This guy has no idea where he is. No clue.
No, he doesn't. And now he knows. I mean, surely at this point, he knows how bad he's polling. And so he's tried all the things, right? Like blame shift to Putin, blame shift to China. I don't even know, like blame everybody but himself on how bad prices are, how much of a struggle the economy is, how hard life is for people right now. So now his new idea is to say, well, you know who should fix all the prices of things? Congress. Congress should lower the prices of utilities. That's what he's saying.
Oh my God.
Beyond gas prices, I've called on Congress to move immediately to lower the cost of family utility bills, prescription drug bills, and more, while lowering the deficit and reducing inflation. That would make a big difference for families.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just lower the prices, you guys. Just lower.
Just do it. Just immediately do that. Congress is like all empowered. They can just do that. Okay. My God, he is clueless. I heard something about how interest rates are going to, you know, the mortgage interest rates are going to go up, and they're going to. I could see them go, or they could see them going up to like 8%.
Yeah, because it's the Jimmy Carter days all over again.
Right. I mean, like I see those numbers, and I'm like, holy crap. I mean, those numbers are going to go up. Everything is just going to be even worse. Like, give it another 6 months, 12 months down the road, and things are going to be even worse. Remember when they said it was going to be transitory? They said it was going to be transitory. And then they blamed, I mean, they blamed all these other people. They blamed Russia. They blamed, I mean, they've just gone through like who can we blame next? It's insanity. It's their fault. I mean, if you go back to when he ran for office, he said to the American people that he was going to get rid of, basically he was going to destroy our energy production here in the United States. He was going to do that. And now all of a sudden he's acting like he didn't do that. He's done it. And that's why we are in the position where we are now, where we are reliant upon, dictators for our energy. And that's why we're in the position we are. I mean, he acts as if we can't go back and look at video. It's 2022, dude. We can go back and look at video. We can go back and look at what you said just, a year and a half ago. You're an idiot. And so it's unbelievable. And liberals will actually defend him. And it's just unbelievable to me. They'll actually spin it and make it look like we're supposed to believe that Putin did this. Give me a break.
Well, there was a guy on Twitter that was trying to tell me that I should be more pro Biden because of the positive results that he's achieved for the country. And I was like, well, like what are those?
Yeah.
And the first thing he listed, and this is when I knew, I was like, wow, this is pathetic. The first thing he listed was he got us out of Afghanistan. And I was like, do you remember how that went? Do you remember like the images of like people literally hanging off of airplanes? Do you remember that 13 Marines died they've never received justice? Their families have never gotten justice for that. And you're going to use that as a way to brag on the results of Joe Biden? Are you?
And that was number one.
That was number one. The other thing that he said was that that there are plenty of jobs available, and that Biden increased the percentage of people vaccinated. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is how leftist minds work. They're capable of like just incomprehensible spin. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like the abused woman who's like, but he's really sweet to me when he's not beating me. He's really, really, and every once in a while when he's not kicking the shit out of me, he's really, really sweet to me, you guys.
Really sweet.
He
Look
is.
at these flowers that he bought.
Right.
After the beating.
Right. I mean, I got this really big black eye, but I mean, he did. He got me these sweet flowers and some chocolate, you guys. He did. I mean, oh my God.
Nice. Thank you, Monica. Wow. Thank you very much for that super sticker. Final clip before we get to talks is of Governor DeSantis, because he's talking about the whole Elon Musk Twitter thing, right? And this is just an example, because I don't know what will come of what you're about to hear, but what it's an example of is how on offense he always is. This is what I love about him, is that he never reacts to things, right? He's always like, what's a thing that's happening now, and how can I solve it in advance of it becoming a bigger thing? He's always on the front. He's always in front of all the issues. This is what I love about him. Here is what he's saying about Twitter and the board and their reaction to Elon Musk's offer.
The state of Florida and our pension system, we have shares of Twitter. I didn't buy it. We have people that run the fund, but nevertheless, it hasn't exactly been great in returns on investment. It's been pretty stagnant for many, many years. But nevertheless, I mean, to me, I think that that's probably an injury to the fund. So we're going to be looking at ways that the state of Florida potentially can be holding these Twitter board of directors accountable for breaching their fiduciary duties.
Right.
Yeah. That's called being a leader, Mock. We're just not used to seeing that. It's like not many people. Well, nobody really in the federal administration is doing that, being an actual leader. But that's what leaders do, right? They're constantly on their toes looking for things and being on the offense instead of the defense. Mm-hmm. Good for him.
I know,
Yeah.
man. I just am like, and again, legally, I don't know what that's going to turn out like. Like, do they have a case against the Twitter board? I've absolutely no idea. But the fact that he's already thinking about it and looking at it and planning for it, that's what makes him so effective. He's just so freaking good at stuff. I just love him so much. Anyway, it is time for My Pillow Talks. And don't forget, at mypillow.com/chicks, you can get discounts on a ton of stuff. $39.99 for a set of 6 towels right now. And don't forget, because we haven't mentioned it in a while, the Squeezy Fur Kitten Technology moccasins and slippers. Always a great gift. If you're looking for something for mom, for example, for Mother's Day, think about the Squeezy Kitten Fur Technology moccasins and slippers. mypillow.com/chicks.
Yeah, and Muck already plugged it, but our deep dive is coming out today. So you guys check out our deep dive. We talked all about taxes. You guys got to check that out because you're going to be irritated. Make sure you're sitting down with a glass of wine.
And just a little teaser, #quail whores. Okay?
Yes.
Quail whores.
It does include really promiscuous quails on cocaine. That's all.
You're not going to want to miss it. Okay,
you don't want to miss that.
You're just not going to want to miss it.
Right.
Okay, somebody sent me this to show you specifically because it's a jumping Great Dane.
Who's that?
Oh my God.
Got her.
Look at him.
Isn't that the sweetest?
They're so neat.
I
love them.
Silly daddy.
So someone sent that to me and said, please show this to Daisy.
I love it. Thank you.
Also, this woman is thinking about getting a sugar daddy and has a question for everybody.
So I decided that I need me a sugar daddy, but I want me a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar. Like, I need me a diabetic daddy. Like, where y'all get them from? Where y'all find them? Because don't touch me.
Just give me the money, but don't touch me. Is that what she wants?
Where do you find a diabetic daddy? Don't touch me.
A diabetic daddy. I don't know. We got to find those, right?
Also, a friend of ours, who we did a video with that was absolutely so much fun about objectifying women and men. And so his name is Ben Polizzi, and we used to work with him. And Ben has a very popular TikTok account. And I loved his most recent video about dads who secretly like the music that their kids listen to, but don't want to admit it. Watch this.
I hate this crap you kids listen to. This is the last time you get to pick a song. Okay?
Oh my God. Ben is hysterical. I swear to God.
I love him
He is so funny. His stuff is so funny. Oh my God.
So great. Okay, here's another dog one.
Can I have that? What is it? Can I please? What is that?
What is it?
Oh, what? Oh, it's a chicken. Okay. Can I have that?
And he's all.
What is it? Can I please?
I don't know if that's like his defiance about having the chicken taken away. But he gets the zoomies just in a circle.
He's so God, I love dogs. I love dogs.
I know, right? I mean, it's
So
just
great.
the best. And in
The
fact, this
greatest
guy
thing
puts
ever.
it
I love that.
perfectly. Look at this.
Always ask me, what's the secret to being happy? The first step is getting a dog, and the second step is getting another dog. Fuck yeah. People always ask me, what's the secret?
Yes.
That's the secret, man. That's the secret.
That is. Yes.
Get a
Heck
dog,
yeah.
Get another dog.
Get another dog. And really, if you want to be super duper happy, get a third dog.
Because your
To go with
dog's
that second
dog
dog.
needs a dog. So
Totally.
get your dog's dog
Yeah.
a dog.
I've had 5 at once. That made me blissfully happy. So much
Anyway,
fun.
those were your talks for today.
Oh my goodness, you guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Oh my God, bring
Well,
it
look, I have a hole in here too. Again, I've given up on life.
You know what's so funny? I took my daughter to the doctor to get her physical, her sports physical, a couple weeks ago. And she had a shirt on, this cute little like pink shirt on. It was like a long sleeve shirt because, you know, she's 12. She dresses herself. Hello. I don't like supervise this. And so she goes in there and she like reaches over her head because he made her do something to reach over her head. And there was a big hole in her shirt. And I didn't say anything. We get to the car and I'm like, honey, there's a big hole in your shirt. She was like, oh my God. And I go, yeah, we're going to have to throw that shirt away. She's like, oh my God. She was mortified. I mean, this is because, you know, 12-year-old girl. I told her, I'm like, it's no big deal. I don't want to say anything when we're in the doctor's office, but, you know, we'll have to throw that shirt away when we get home. So I probably should tell her, I need to tell her, listen, by the time you get to the point where you're 50, you just don't give a crap anymore. If there's a hole in your shirt, you will give up like Mock. Like you'll just completely give up.
I'm not going to throw this out, and I certainly won't sew it. I don't know how to do that. I'll just keep wearing it until it's hanging on by just a few threads.
Right. Right. Exactly. If it actually was your size, I would just send it to you and you could wear it. But yeah, we just threw it away. Yeah. You guys, we hope you had the most magical, magnificent. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. It's hump day. You guys have a great hump day, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye everybody.